Good afternoon, Scorpio. Hi, welcome to your November tarot reading. My name's Lisa. If you haven't already been to my channel, welcome. Love to have you on board. Please subscribe and hit the notification button. I quite often come on a couple of times during the week and I do mediumship readings, and you'll be notified when I do that. Bring your loved ones through with messages. It's really lovely. We have a great community of people, so I hope you'll join us on some of those live readings as well. This month I want to talk a little bit about the energy that's around us. It's a very tumultuous month. It's a very chaotic month. There's a lot of negativity, mostly because of the election, a lot of low vibration energy. And we really want to stay, and I'm telling every sign this, try to stay in this high vibration of kindness, of love, of generosity, of compassion. Because as we're leaders as far as trusting our gut, trusting our intuition, or you wouldn't be getting a reading. We are the people that have the intuitive ability. And if we keep our vibration high, it's a lot easier than people being allowed to come in with their negative vibration. Because remember, if somebody comes at you, right, with a negative vibration and kind of pokes the bear and wants to start a fight, if you don't react at all and you keep in your own lane and you don't react, this person has nowhere to go. If this person comes at you and starts to trigger you, right, tries to poke the bear and start a fight, and you do react, okay, that's where we get the conflict. So by not reacting, you're dissolving the conflict. So that's really important in this month to remember, because we have Mars retrograde in Aries still for another couple of weeks. We have, and that is the planet of war. That's the planet of violence. That's the planet of social injustice. And it's great to protest. I'm all for protesting. It's just the violence that makes me nervous. And I don't feel any of you being involved with any violence, but I do want you to be careful and stay in your own lane. Let the universe guide you this month, because not only at the beginning of the month with all the strange energies that's going on, we have the election, we also have 2 eclipses in the month of November, or November into the beginning of December. So it's really important for you to stay as neutral as possible and keep in that high vibration. Okay, that's really important. My website is listed down below at northernlights.one. If you would like a private reading, I do all kinds of half-hour and 1-hour readings, combination readings, etc. You can go to northernlights.one and you can read up on the different types of readings that I do. My phone number is also there, and you can call me during that time, anytime, to set up a reading or a healing. Okay? All right, let's get started. First, I always pull a romance card for the month, and this is for whether you're single or whether you're married. It always can apply, just in a different way, so I try to look at it that way. I always look for the card that's sticking out. That's the card that's calling to me, and there it is. Can you see it? Okay. This card set is the attraction card. Lovely. So even if you're in a married relationship, maybe you feel more attracted to your spouse. This month, maybe something has changed and they've changed, and suddenly you're feeling like not just the physical attraction, but you're attracted to their mind, or you're attracted to the way they're thinking, or how they're making you feel. Stop and smell the roses and realize, right? Because you're bringing this in. The same with a single person. You're bringing in the emotion of attraction. You're attracting love. You're attracting somebody to come into your life this month. Okay? So that's really lovely. Next, I pulled 3 cards for the collective using the Wisdom Oracle. Wisdom Oracle is general cards that talks about, as a community, what we're looking at. As a community of water signs for Scorpio. Let's see. We have Imagine. We have By the Book, and we have Observer. Okay, so Imagine. Beautiful blue card, right? We're coming out of Mercury retrograde, which is all about the throat chakra on Tuesday, on election day. And it's all about healing. Your third chakra is, and not your third chakra, your throat chakra is all about healing energy, right? Compassion, the understanding we were talking about, living in a higher vibration for this month, especially when we know things are going to be chaotic. You have a little bit of a heads up, right? Because we're talking about it now. So you know it's coming. So imagine and put intentions out there. Manifest only positive intentions. So instead of putting an intention out there to the universe, or you might not even realize you do it, that it's negative, that, gee, I really want someone new to come into my life. All the universe keeps hearing is, gee, I really want, gee, I really want, gee, I really want. And it's not going to bring you in anybody new. You want to turn it to something positive. Maybe even something that's already, it might not have happened, but you can pretend like it's happened. Like, thank you, universe, for bringing in my my perfect guy, the guy that I've been waiting for so long, the guy that's going to make me happy. Okay? Just turning around a simple sentence can make all the difference in how you manifest. So this is really important with your throat chakra to be able to manifest positively. Okay? Buy the book. This might have to do with, I love how they're all in a row holding each other's tails. Can you see them? It's so cute. And the mother or the father is leading the pack. And maybe it's the father and then the mother and then the baby. But buy the book simply means on the straight and narrow. Don't veer from your path at all. This is a number 11. It's a master number. The angels are around you when you pull this number, and that's why I chose today, 11-1, 111, right? So it's definitely a good day and a good month overall to go by the books, to follow your intuition. Don't veer off the path you feel you should veer off of right now. That doesn't mean don't accept a new job. That doesn't mean don't accept a promotion. That doesn't mean any of that. What it means is kind of stay in your own lane so that you're aware of everything happening around you, but you don't have to react if there's negativity, okay? This is the observer. Kind of goes with staying in your own lane, right? Look, this is a fox who's looking at the moon and the stars. It's really a cute card. But stand back. Let other people take the lead maybe this month. Stand back. You don't need to be the person that always has the answers at every situation at work, right? You can just observe and sit back and imagine how much you can learn by just doing that. I really had to take a step back and do that myself. So I understand this card very well because I'm a Virgo. I like to control things. And Scorpio, you also like to control things. So this may be your time where you need to take a step back and just observe what's happening around you. Okay? And what part and what role you play in it. Okay? So I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot, the Imperial deck today. I'm going to put these down so you can see me shuffle. People always ask me, how do I know when I'm done shuffling? When the cards go together like that perfectly, that means they need to continue to be shuffled. Right? Just like that. And still they go together really nicely. I just trust my intuition. They're going together, so I'm continuing to shuffle. And I will know when they suddenly don't. And sometimes you know that because a card will stick up, cards will come flying out. There you go. Did you see how that was? It was up in the air like that. Didn't want to go together really smoothly. Even if I push the cards now, the bottom cards go together, but these don't. They're done being shuffled. That's how I use my judgment. You'll want to use your own judgment when you do your own readings, right? But I just wanted to tell some people when they ask me, how do you know how many times to shuffle? That's how I know. So I'm going to pull out your 5 cards. Scorpio, 1 for each week in the month, and see where we end up. You have a choice. The very first week, Scorpio, you have a choice to make, okay? But the only thing there's something that's blocking this choice. You have a path you're supposed to take, but this is blocking you. So do you move it and go down this path, or do you go around it? You can do either way and go around here and go towards this path. I'm hearing very clearly from your spirit guides, you need to move this blockage because I feel like it's something you're doing. You're blocking yourself, whether it be by intention or what you're paying attention to. So what you give energy to, where energy flows, action or the reaction comes in. Okay, so where you put the energy, that's where the reaction is going to come in. So if you tell the universe, gee, I have to make a choice between these two things and I don't know what to do, the universe isn't going to be there to help you. Instead of saying, gee, I have 2 choices, I need to make one, but this is standing in my way, this blockage, can you help me move it? The universe will definitely help you. And I feel like that's what's happening the whole first week, Scorpio, for you. Okay, you're having to make a choice between 2 separate things. You're having to make a decision, but right now you're kind of blocking yourself. So try to unblock yourself. Try to unblock that chakra if you can. Second week I have is the Judgment card. I don't often pull this card, which is interesting. So there may be a judgment that you're having to go to court for to face. There may be a judgment that somebody is judging you and you don't like the feeling that someone's judging you. Maybe this is making you take a look at your own actions. Maybe you're judging people and you shouldn't be judging people. But this second week is all about the truth that comes from judgment. If you are going to court, there's a lot of talking. You see all the blue energy around. There's a lot of communicating. And I'm sure it'll be after Election Day. So the Mercury will be moving forward a little bit now, Scorpio. It'll be stationary and then moving forward. So you'll have your chance. You'll have your justice. You'll have your chance to speak your mind. You're playing your own tune. You're playing your own device right now. and that's your own free will. Okay, so try not to get caught up in the other people that are around and their free will and their judgment. They're trying to do the same thing at this point. You're surrounded by angels. That's what the wings are about. That's what I hear from Spirit is the wings are about. So they're with you this whole second week. So if you're having to make a judgment call or you're having to go to court, just call your angels to be with you. Okay? The third card I have is the Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful for the third week, right? Abundance in all its glory. I would just say if it was, just pentacles laying out there, I would say it could be abundance in love, it could be abundance in destiny, it could be abundance in health, it could be abundance in money. But the fact that it's in a treasure chest tells me it's definitely abundance in money. And I do feel like it's connected to work. I do feel like it's some kind of a bonus or something that's coming in that you've worked very hard for. I don't think it's regular pay. I think it's either an increase in pay or a bonus or some kind of an inheritance that's coming in. Okay? So that's important for you to know and look out for during your third week. Okay? Thanksgiving week. We have the Page of Swords. He looks angry, doesn't he? It's like he's putting his sword in his hand and kind of going like this. Be careful when you do that. He has on gloves so he won't get cut. But if you do that, if you notice, the page is a messenger. It's a person that brings you in a message of, in this case, of truth, right? The Page of Swords. So he's bringing in the truth Thanksgiving week. Maybe it's not what you want to hear, but it's coming from the throat chakra. It's coming from your throat chakra to their throat chakra or vice versa. The truth is going to be heard this week, Thanksgiving week. And maybe it's the truth of maybe you lost someone during COVID. I'm very sorry if you did. I personally lost my mom this year, and not from COVID, thank goodness. But she's in heaven, she's at peace, but I will miss her at my holidays. And I think that might be the truth that's coming through for you, Scorpio, okay, is the fact that you're not with your family for the holidays. Maybe you're with your second family. Maybe there's a community or a tribe that you're with, that you'll be with, and that could be the truth. If you really need to, leave that chair undone. Maybe it's the truth is that you only have allowed to have 6 people at your table instead of a normal 25 that you usually have. Maybe that doesn't make you happy, but this card is telling you, look at the truth. Maybe look at what can happen. Look at being grateful for the fact that you don't have to spend the whole day in the kitchen cooking a 17-pound turkey. Maybe you get to spend more time with the relatives that do come, the 6 relatives that do come. Leave a chair open for your loved one that you might be missing, okay? So that's important during Thanksgiving week. The final week, I feel like you may be taking off. It's a card of respite. It always looks like it makes people think, oh, this is a card of death. It's not at all. It's a card of regrouping, okay? Laying down, taking self-care, taking time for yourself. You notice the swords are all pointing away from him. None of them are pointing towards him. And even the one that's way down here on the bottom. It's just protecting you. It's keeping you safe, and it's allowing you the private time or the quiet time that you so desperately need. Maybe you were the cook and you had all these people over and you learned a lot of truths or things you didn't want to know, and now you're walking away and you're saying, you know what, I just need to do some self-care. I'm going to take a day off and just a mental health day, a day where I can just rest and maybe stay in my pajamas, maybe just take care of myself, take a hot bath, get a massage, that kind of thing. So it's really taking care of you. It's self-care this final week, okay? So the cards are really nice. I mean, I feel like from going from an attraction and bringing somebody in to going by, imagining and observing, right, from the community. Your first week is you're making a choice, right? You're making a choice which path to take, and you've got to move that obstacle out of the way. Judgment card is the second. So maybe there's going to be a judgment that's come either for you or against you. Either way, use your voice. Talk about it. Work through it, okay? Then the treasure chest comes with all the abundance the third week, right before Thanksgiving. All the abundance. Maybe you're deciding you're the one that's going to foot the bill for everybody at Thanksgiving this year. Maybe you just feel that abundant. Who knows? But it is abundance of money. Then we have the Pentacle, the Page of Pentacles, bringing in a message, right? Throat chakra, all the blues, just like the Judgment card, all the blues. Bringing in a message of truth. But you can handle it, okay? It's not something you have to run away from. You're standing there, you're ready to fight, but you're not going to need to fight. He's got his sword down, and that's how you're going to be as well, okay? And the final card, again, the fifth week is respite, taking care of you, doing something nurturing for yourself. Because, Scorpio, you are a nurturer, you're a healer, and you take care of so many different people. Now it's time for you to take care of yourself, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy that reading. I hope November is going to be a wonderful month for you. I feel like you got some really great cards, but do a lot of self-care this month. Do a lot of taking care of you. Um, Giving of yourself is wonderful, and that's staying in that higher vibration that I talked about at the beginning. But there's also a time and a place for you to do some nurturing and some self-care as well. Okay, Scorpio, and you don't often do that. You take care of everybody. So take some time for yourself this month and enjoy the month of November. Happy Thanksgiving.